Okay, so today's yoga session is from the 10YEC Youth Excellence Center. Is a non-profit organization that fosters youth entrepreneurs and excellent skills based on yogic superpowers. Samyama, Yama and Niyama. The power of focused and harmonious mind and universal human values. Today's teacher, Srini Gurrapu, is an entrepreneur, leader, and a mentor dedicated to empowering the next generation through holistic excellence. With extensive experience, technology, product strategy, leadership across world organizations, he brings a strong foundation for innovation, real world insight to youth development. Right? It's yoga, technology, and sharing, learning, and bringing the youth. So that's the vision for the 10YEC. It's really lucky for us to have you here in Dallas, right? Encouraging the youth to excel. And today's theme is resilience yoga. Yoga is a mindset, limitless and fearless. So Srini will be walking us through today's session. Please turn on the videos and let's do our best. Thank you, Srini, and we'll get started.
Thank you so much, Gurrapu, and Heartfulness organization for all of you for celebrating the International Day of Yoga and for the wonderful opportunity for us to share what we learn with all of you so that we all can celebrate the journey of yoga. So what we're going to do is today's theme, as was revealed yesterday, is all about resilience yoga. So what does yoga really mean? And what I will do is I will actually walk you through 3 yoga sutras that we want to own and that we want to own in our practice for today and every time we do it. Since Patanjali described yoga philosophy in the probably the most authoritative text on yoga called Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it consists of 196 aphorisms. So often we always look at yoga as something that we practice on the mat with all the twists and pretzels and so on and so forth. But according to Patanjali, yoga is not about the twists and bends and moves. In fact, there are only 3 yoga sutras over the whole 196. So that's a systemic method. If you're interested, please join our Patanjali Yoga Sutra Yoga Foundation program. But the theme that I picked today is for resilience. So Patanjali described there are 5 tendencies of the mind. Those are called kleshas, misery-making tendencies. The first 4 are like not knowing your identity and then having boundaries of who you think as yours, and then others are not yours, and then you have strong likes and strong dislikes. But the last one that he emphasized a lot on, what is called abnivesha. Abnivesha is fear. It's a fear of losing. With yoga, we can actually go from fear to faith, fear to fearless. It's only the fearless that actually can expand and conquer the entrepreneurial mindset that we always talk about. Only the entrepreneurs who do not fear about pioneering the unknown or taking the first step, taking the leap and doing that, only victory is going to remain of theirs. So why do we fear? So the fear is, in fact, and I'll share some of my own personal things. So every Saturday we play pickleball and we always try to jump and so on and so forth. Whenever you're actually doing that, one of the fears that we say is like you might get injured. What I really learned about is in those pursuits, when you get bruises, when you get the injuries, that's when you harness the power of the mind. You sharpen and make the mind the sharpest diamond that you have. So don't be scared of the injuries or the battles that you take on in taking on the path of unknown. Be the brave. In fact, your bruises become your trophies, and that actually transforms you. So that's what Patanjali reveals. And for that, he actually defined the beginner's yoga or the entrepreneur yoga as a yoga sutra known as Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana is the Kriya Yoga. So today's practice, I encourage all of you to own the essence of it. So whenever we are actually doing, whether it's a meditation, whether it's a breathing, or off the mat when you are actually playing music, when you're playing a sport, or when you're actually building your own company, the first attribute that he says is every action that you do is tapas, means push yourself beyond your comfort zone. push beyond your what you think is your capability. Go for the moon. And then he says, like, that is the prerequisite. Fundamentally, it's like when I say, like, bend this, you basically literally would have to push everything that you have, only what you have. It's not about what the other person does. Deploy the capital that God gave you with your mind and the body at 120%. That's the tapas. And the second one that he says is swadhyaya. But don't deploy the capital that you have beyond your capability, like where you get anxiety or the tears and breaking and so on and so forth. That's where the swadhyaya with the rightful means go push to about 20%. And the last one is Ishwar Pradana. Know that the supreme energy, the supreme divine power is always there with you. This yoga is nothing but path of gratitude, the grace realization. So I encourage all of us to own the essence of this. The resilience starts with basically knowing where you are and deploying your capital of the body and the mind, everything that you have at 120%, and then surrendering whatever comes out of the way as the fruits of your thought. And then the last thing that he says is when you continuously start doing that, sometimes we also refer to the flow state. That's when Patanjali means like transformational outcomes that are going to happen. The transformational outcomes are like when you conquer the fear, you become an entrepreneur, or you become an expert in music, you become a great dancer, or you become the Olympic athlete. You know, all the possibilities that you never thought is possible to you are going to be revealed. And the Yoga Sutra that goes there is Kramanyat Pam Parinamanyat Hetu. You don't realize that in small steps. But those small steps, when they are practiced with the tapaswadhyaya Ishwar Pradana, leads to parinama, which is like a transformational outcome. You will see a new you that you never thought is going to be possible. So that's at some level is the essence of yoga. So let's start today's practice with making this as the continuous guide in our journey, in our pursuit of outcome, pursuit of excellence. And it's not about where you are. You might get injured, but from there, how you transform yourself to whatever the new you that you are. So everybody, make sure that your feet, heels, and toes are touching together. Spine erect. Suck your stomach in. Roll your shoulders backwards. Bring your hands to the center of the chest. Eyes gently closed. Shift your eye gaze to the third eye, the center of the eyebrows. And we'll open with an invocation to Sage Patanjali, who gave the wisdom of yoga. I'll just sing it. You can just simply listen. If you know it, you follow along. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam shariram cha vaidyakena yupakarotam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi. For that sage Patanjali, who gave us the Yoga Sutra to harness the power of the mind, to pursue excellence, to become the fearless. For that sage Patanjali, who gave us the right tools to have the right speech, he composed grammar for Sanskrit. For that sage Patanjali, who designed or who revealed Ayurveda, so to keep our body in the most optimal state, it's all this like the purification across all the three dimensions, Manasa, Vacha, Karana. For that sage Patanjali, we are offer of salutations. And then let's begin the practice. We'll begin the practice with Ujjayi Pranayama. Pranayama is the link to harnessing the power of the mind. So everybody breathe from the back of our throat. We use our hands to actually extend the breath cycle. Ready, begin. Inhale. Squish your fingers, elbows straight. Reach the sky. Tapaswadhyaya Ishwar Vrindana. Exhale. Synchronize the breath for at least 6 counts. Inhale. Elbow straight, squeeze the fingers, reach the sky. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. Now we try to stretch the lungs from opposite direction. Let it begin, inhale. Palms together, elbows straight. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we try to inhale from the front while rotating the wrist, and then we'll do it from the side. Ready, begin, inhale. Exhale to the side. Now we inhale from the side while rotating the wrist in the opposite direction. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now what we'll do is we'll do 3 of advanced uh, 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 breathing practice, advanced pranayama. So what we'll do is we assume that our lungs are like the balloons. Our goal is to squish the lungs, to release all that, to empty out all the stale air. So only when you empty out all the things, you have the capacity to bring all the fresh air in. And in fact, when we're studying all the CT scans for all the lungs, for most people, the bottom 30% of the lungs are now never filled up. That's why they show up as black. So our goal is to fill the lungs to its complete. So here is one advanced practice. Interlace your fingers. Bring the elbows together. Tuck your chin, press into your knuckles. Suck your stomach in, spine erect. Now while inhaling, press the chin down, elbows up. Use your elbows, ribcage strength to inhale as much as possible. Inhale. Feel the stretch. Now open the mouth, make a big ha sound, push the chin backwards, bring the elbows together in front of you. Make a big, complete empty. Squeeze the lungs like balloon. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Release. So this one, when you are doing this, it's almost like you're squishing the entire the stale air. You're exhaling that completely so that when you're pulling in, you're able to bring the entire oxygen. So to build the resilience, you need to have almost like 120% of the oxygen, because oxygen is the fuel to your brain. Only then you can conquer fear, you can apply your focus, and you can pursue excellence in whatever you do. So now we'll start doing few stretches and gently ease up the body to prevent the consolidations. And when we're doing the yoga posture, there are 4 attributes that we would always want to be with. The first one is shwasa. Your breath needs to be like a ujjayi breath, or it needs to be smooth and steady. So if your breath is haphazardous or if it's broken, that means you went too deep. The second attribute of a good posture, asana, is vinyasa. How you enter the posture, how you come out of the posture needs to be symmetrical, like a dance. And the third one is drishti. Once you're in the posture, you have to fix your eye gaze at one point in front of you or one part of your body. And the last one is sthiti. And be in that asana for at least 2 or 3 postures, 2 or 3 breaths. So, shwasa, vinyasa, drishti, and sthiti. So, we'll start with some simple stretch. Everybody come to the side of the mat. We'll do the triangle stretches. Take a big step. Eyes parallel to the ground, fingers squished, everything you're awake, fully engaged. Now turn your right foot to the right, and it's not about the depth, it's about the form. Now go as far as you can, and right hand down, left hand up, and look towards your left hand. Come back. Now this time, turn your left foot to the left side. Shift to the left as far as you can. Left hand down, right hand up. Shift your eye gaze to the right hand thumb. And take 2 deep breaths, sitting. Come back to the center and here. Now we're going to do a small variation of the triangle. Everybody, take a big step and turn your right foot to the right. This time, sit down. Sit down until your right thigh becomes parallel to the ground. And then, right hand down, left hand up. Your 2 hands are in straight line and sthiti. Come back to the center. Now turn to the left side, left foot to the front, and then sit down and rotate your arms. Left hand down, right hand up. Look towards your right hand thumb and sthiti. Release. Come back to the center. And let's take a deep breath. Exhale. Let go of everything. So there is nothing to hold on to. Once you come out of the posture, the memory of what you did in the triangle, that's a bygone moment. We always have to walk into the path of the now. Now we'll try to strengthen our legs. Make sure that take a small step, about 6 inches apart between the 2 feet or your shoulders width. Bring your 2 hands parallel to the ground. Fingers squished. You're fully aware and engaged at the tips of the fingers. Stomach sucked in and sit down. Sit down and push your hips to the back wall. Look straight and steady. Release. And then from here, now slowly stand on your tippy toes. Keep your eye gaze fixed at one point in front of you so that you can keep your balance. Now gently raise your heels and then slowly come down. Keep your spine straight. Come and lift your left heels up. And steady. 3 deep breaths. Release. Now, what we'll do is we'll open up the 6 major joints in our body with the Garudasana, eagle posture. Everybody, interlace. Bring your right elbow under your left elbow. If you can put the Namaskar Mudra, do that. And then pull your elbows down, suck your stomach in, Sit down while balancing on your left leg. Lift your right leg as high as possible. Twist it around your left arm. Sit down, down, and look straight. Keep your dristy fixed at one point in front of you and steady. Release. Now we'll do it on the other side. This time, left elbow under your right elbow. Pull your elbows down. Suck your stomach in, sit down. Now while balancing on your right leg, lift your left leg as high as possible. Twist it around your right calf. Release. Now take a deep breath. Exhale. Now we'll move on to balancing postures, balancing and strength. Everybody, balance on your left leg. Lift your right leg up and grab your right leg 2 inches below the right knee with your interlaced fingers and pull the right leg up. This is the standing Pavanamuktasana. If you are comfortable, grab your right big toe with your left hand and stretch. And Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana. And lift your right hand up. Release. Now we'll do it on the other side. Balance on your right leg. Now grab your left leg, bend your left leg. Grab 2 inches below the left knee. Feel the nice stretch in your hamstring. Stretch, stretch. Now when you're comfortable with your right hand, try to grab your left big toe and stretch. Stretch. And go about 20% below, beyond what you think you can do. Tapas, Swadhyaya. And lift your left hand up. And let the Ishvara reveal what you can do today. Every day it's going to be different. Every situation is going to be different. Release. Now, we are going to move into balancing posture and we'll also work on the flexibility. We'll do it on the side by side. So, the way is this is a Nataraja posture. Everybody face me. Bring your right hand in front of you. Bring it to the side. Try to grab the right foot at the ankle from inside of the foot. The right grip is grab the right foot at the ankle. Make sure that your toes are pointed in the direction of the feet. Is that? Now lift your left hand up. Up. This is like a standing bow, Nataraja pose. Engage the bow. It's like tighten the body, fully engage. Take a deep breath. And kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Look straight through the middle finger nail. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. Release. This is one of the greatest postures, and we can practice this anywhere where you're working on your cardio, you're working on your balance, and you're also working on your flexibility. Now, let's do it on the other side. Bring your left hand, palm in front of you, palm facing up, as if you're holding the money, never drop the money. Bring it to the side. Grab the left foot from inside, and then make sure that your toes are pointed. See, the toes, engaging and pointing the toes is the cue to the mind. You're basically signaling the mind and where you want to go. Stretch your right hand up as if like you're engaging the bow. Now take a deep breath while inhaling. Kick and stretch. 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 Release. So this is another posture, and you can practice it in different ways. For most of us, we don't have lower flexibility. That's why we have a lot of back pains, and we don't have hip mobility or the lower spine mobility. And sometimes as you age, we're always slouched forward. So the vertebrae gets compacted. So a lot of back issues, sciatica issues. The only way to fix is yoga will actually allow you to create space between the vertebrae by creating a traction. So you need to do back bends as much as possible. And in fact, for some of you, I'll just do the demonstration without even stretching. The way to practice this is just stretch up and don't even stretch forward. Only kick, 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 kick. So this is a way to increase the lower mobility. The same thing on this side too. Kick, 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 and you will feel it when you're doing that. In fact, here's a little secret is about 4 weeks ago, when I was playing pickleball, when we were trying to take shot, there was a big slip that happened, and I had a hamstring grade 3 injury. And the therapist and the doctor said, like, in the 3 months, you will not be able to do anything. But it's again keeping that resilience and the mindset, be fearless, don't let it come down. And you keep on pushing from where you are. For the first 2 weeks, for me, just moving this was difficult. But still, you keep at it. So that's the power of a strong word or a focused and harmonious mind. Now we'll do one more posture and we'll do some sun salutations. So everybody come to the center. Balance in your left leg. Now lift your right leg as high as possible. Press into your left thigh. If you cannot bring it all the way, your flow state could be below the left knee, but don't press into the knee joint. Bring your 2 hands to the center of the chest. Lift your hands up. Now fix your eye gaze at one point in front of you. And while keeping your eye gaze fixed, gently close your eyes and see if you can close your eyes for a few moments and balance it. Release. We'll do it on the other side. Balance in your right leg. Lift your left leg as high as possible. Press into your right thigh. Bring your 2 hands to the center of the chest. Lift your hands. Keep your eye gaze fixed at one point in front of you. And see if you can close your eyes for a few moments. Release. So now we prepared our body in all different directions to prepare our body to do Surya Namaskar. So everybody come to the top of the mat and we'll do the Surya Namaskar by synchronizing our breath with every step of the posture. Ready, begin. Inhale. Bring your hands to the center of the chest. Step 1. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, back bend. In the back bend, fix your eye gaze at the tip of the fingers and let the eye gaze guide the back movement. Your body goes where your drishti is. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lunge to the right. Lift up, look up. Hold and get into plank. Straight plank. Look straight. Knees, chest, and chin down into Ashtanga. And glide into Cobra. Inhale. Exhale. downward dog. Inhale, half lunge to the left, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, back bend. Now exhale, come to the center. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the center. Let's continue. Inhale. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lunge to the left. Hold your breath, get into plank. Exhale, knees, chin down to Sashtanga. Exhale, inhale, come to Cobra. Exhale, downward dog. In the downward dog, try to press your heels on the floor. And you can also lift up. Feel how it feels. And you can also move right, left, half lunge to the right. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, come to the center. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the center. Hands to the side. Hands by your side. So in the yoga philosophy, we believe that our spine is the center of the universe. What does that mean? We believe that our spine is the center of the perception of the universe. In other words, if you keep your spine healthy, you will be able to perceive the world, the entire cosmos, the way it is, the Aham Brahmasmi. So to keep the spine healthy, what we do is we mobilize the spine in all different directions. In yoga, that's what it's all about. Back bend, forward bend, side bends, and the twist. So to keep our spine healthy. So every day, make sure that you incorporate the spine 360-degree movement in your daily routine so that your perception of the universe in its grandiose, excellent state becomes lucid for the clear. So what we'll do is, we're wrapping up. We'll do one more advanced Surya Namaskar where we open it up to few more postures and then we'll do the final relaxation. So everybody come to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, up lunge to the right. And in here, move the left leg to the edge of the mat and lift both the legs. And this is the lizard pose. You can twist and you feel the nice hamstrings and the hip mobility also being tested. Now from here, bring your two elbows down and then make 3 circles in opposite directions to keep your hip and hamstring mobility. And then do the elbow plank and rotate your hips to the right, hips to the left, hips to the right, hips to the left. And then from here, come to the tabletop and lift up to the cow. Exhale to the cat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And glide into cobra. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. In the downward dog, Lift your right leg as high as possible. And then try to get into pigeon. This is a good hamstring opening posture. See where you are. Don't be afraid. Tapaswadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhana. And here, like for example, I have my right hamstring injury. I'm slowly being aware and I'm trying to push it about 20%. So this is how you increase the mobility and you expand beyond what you think you are. Come back to the downward dog and half lunge to the left. Forward bend. Inhale, back bend. Come to the center. Half move to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's do the other side. Inhale. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Half lunge to the left. This time, move your right foot to the edge of the mat and twist like a lizard. Now, elbow plank. 3 circles to the right. 3 circles to the left. You keep your hamstring and the hip stretch. Elbow plank. Move your hips to the right, left, right, left. Come to the tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And glide it into cobra. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Now this time, stretch your left leg as high as possible and then pigeon on the left side. And make sure that you can sit comfortably and you can also move right and left to see where there is tightness on your hamstring and the outer side of your hip or the inner side. You gently try to open it up. And again, come back to the downward dog. Half lunge to the right. Forward bend. Inhale, back bend. Come to the center. Inhale to the right. Come to the center. Inhale to the left. Come to the center. Now that concludes the postures for today. Everybody will do the final breathing and relaxation. So everybody either sit comfortably in your Vajrasana, or if you're comfortable, you can also stack your feet, whatever you're comfortable, or if you're comfortable, you can also do the latest. So I'm going to do the Vajrasana. So we started the practice with Ujjayi Pranayama. Now we are going to do the what we call as the Kapala body. Kapala means skull, body means bringing radiance. This is also known as belly breathing. We only focus on the exhale. Inhale happens automatically. Everybody keep your spines erect. Ready to begin. Exhale. Exhale completely. Suck your stomach in. Hold your rib cage up. Inhale. Stretch your hands. Rotate your wrists. We worked so hard to get here. It's an expression of gratitude. Know that every cell in your body and every neuron in your mind is energized and relaxed. Bring your 2 hands to the center. Shift your eye gaze to the third eye center of the eyebrows. Take a deep breath. try to shift your awareness to the sounds outside the room for a few moments. Release. We'll do it one more time. And this time, if you're comfortable, you can also combine it with alternate nostril breathing. Ready, begin. Exhale completely, suck your stomach in, hold and extend your ribcage. Inhale, relax. Bring your hands to the center, shift your eye gaze to the third eye. And this time, shift your awareness while inhaling, shift your awareness to observe the sounds that are closer to you in the room. Keep your eyes closed. And we chant Aum 3 times. A is our creative energy, U is our sustaining energy, E is our transformation energy. So let's align with the trinity of forces within as you're shifting your awareness to the navel, center of the chest, and center of the eyebrows. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Last one. Okay, deep breath to go out. Gently scan your body from the feet to the thighs. Feel that every inch of your body is nothing but the vibration of whole, the Trinity. Eyes, face, stomach, the back, chest, right hand, left hand, neck, face, eyes, forehead, back of the head, the top of the head to the toes. All the vibrations of the whole. Take a deep breath. On this auspicious day, let's reminisce, celebrate one of the verses from Adi Shankara about the essence of yoga. Yogaratova, Bogaratova, Sangaratova, Sangavidina, Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chitam. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chitam. Nandati Nandati Nandati. You're all nothing but that infinite, the Bhuma, the limitless, fearless, the vast. With that, bring your two hands to the center of the chest. Let's do the final peace chant. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhagavate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We wish everybody to be happy. We wish everybody to see and hear only auspicious things. We make sure that there is no sorrow or illness to anyone, and let there be peace everywhere. With these wonderful thoughts, rub your palms, generate a fire and love of knowledge. Cover your eyes to transmit this knowledge, to give us the right vision, to see the way the things are in the most excellent state. Divyam Dadam Techakshu. Now, with a bright smile at your own pace, gently open your eyes. Thank you all for sharing the yoga practice with me. Any thoughts, comments, questions?
Thank you very much. It was excellent.
Yeah. And one last thought, Sureka, thank you so much. And I was in the initial not sure whether I'll be able to do this yoga class. And I was like just letting it flow. And so glad that it was able to do. And one last thought that I say is, you see, I'm wearing a shirt of Bhuma. This Bhuma is an Upanishadic word from Chandogya Upanishad. It means limitless, vast, and fearless. And in fact, the saying goes, Yovai Bhuma Tatsukam Na Alpe Sukhamasti. The happiness that we get in knowing that we are limitless and fearless, you don't get that in the Alpa, when we only recognize that we are nothing but our body and mind and our little things that we do, because all we do is we live in the Abhinivesha, we try to protect that. But when we conquer that Abhinivesha of the fear, that's when we realize the Bhuma. And the t-shirt, if you're interested, we can give you some t-shirts. It also says limitless and fearless in the back. I hope on this International Day of Yoga, we all take the right practice of yoga, and more importantly, the mindset to reveal who we truly are. The resilient, limitless, fearless beings that we are nothing but the infinite. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you again.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Srini.
much.
Wonderful session. Yeah.
I cannot